We are nearing a grim milestone in the coronavirus pandemic. 200,000 deaths in the U.S. It's already claimed more than 196,000 lives across this country, including parents, siblings, friends, and essential workers. We are continuing to share the stories of the remarkable people we've lost. Here are just some of the many lives to remember. Trini Lopez scored a global smash in 1963. If I Had a Hammer went to #1 in 36 countries. The next year, in France, Lopez was given top billing with a hot young British band. Lopez was born in the Little Mexico neighborhood of Dallas, but his first label wanted to hide his heritage and change his name. Lopez refused and was later signed by Frank Sinatra to his Reprise label, where he had his run of hits. He became a Las Vegas regular, starred in films like The Dirty Dozen, and also designed 2 guitars for Gibson that became collector's classics. Trini Lopez was 83.
This is Clear Channel 820 WBAP, Fort Worth, Dallas, Texas.
Bill Mack was an overnight DJ who kept long-haul truckers company.
Bill Mack, the Midnight Cowboy, with you all night long.
But Mack also wrote songs. Leanne Rimes' recording of Blue in 1996 won Mack the Grammy for Best Country Song and the ACM Award for Song of the Year. Another Mack tune, Drinking Champagne, has become a country classic. Willie Nelson performed it with him in 2009. Bill Mack was 91. Milla Handley was a pioneering woman in the world of wine. The founder of Handley Cellars in Anderson Valley, California, she was the first woman in the country to establish a vineyard in her own name. Handley produced her first vintage, 250 cases of Chardonnay, in the basement of her home in 1982. She established her style and stuck to it, said lead winemaker Randy Schock. She didn't follow trends. She paved the way for other women, including her daughter, Lulu McClellan, now president, who said her shoes are impossibly big to fill. Handley was an avid equestrian and loved the 1959 Mercedes she inherited from her mother. Her favorite times, Schock said, were to pull the top down and drive it to the beach. Milla Handley was 68. Adolfo Alvarado Jr. was a chaplain in South Texas. Fito, as he was known, worked for 30 years as a technician with Southwestern Bell. In his youth, he was a gambler who loved the horses. But after an encounter with God, Fito became a pastor, devoted to his church and his family. In recent years, he'd comforted the sick in hospice care, until he got sick himself this summer. He was the kindest, easiest person to talk to, said his daughter Amanda Vare. It's kinda hard to know the phone's not gonna ring, because my dad literally called me every single day. Adolfo Alvarado was 70. Erica McAdoo was a senior detention officer with the Los Angeles Police Department, who in her off hours also ran a catering service with her mom. She was always the peacemaker, Donna Royston said of her daughter.
I love it here. It's like a family.
Erica had just been promoted when she got sick. Her friends tried to rally her during her 97 days in intensive care.
We love you, Erica.
Upon her death, her co-workers held a celebration of her life at the beach. We just wanted to do something that she loved, said Catalina Alvarado. She's so missed, said her mom. It's just not the same without her. Erica McAdoo was 38. Erica McAdoo was an amazing young woman. This is the hard part. Every time we do this, there are so many remarkable people we've lost to this. These are literally just a handful.
A reminder, too, of the age range. It's so important to tell these stories.
Yep. All right. We'll be right back. Your local news is next.